Well, the Boy Scouts of America Mid-America Council serves more than 20,000 young people. One of them stands out not just in our region here, but the entire country.
Ethan Copple was named 2015 National Eagle Scout of the Year. The Elkhorn team was recognized here at a convention that was in Baltimore last week.
Ethan's here with his dad and Scoutmaster of Troop 357, Bob Copple. Good to see both of you this morning.
Nice to see you, Ethan. Welcome.
Huge honor, National Eagle Scout of the Year. How did this go down? Were you surprised? What was the process? Pretty exciting stuff, because I guess there were over 10,000 people at this convention, right?
Yep. And so pretty much at one of my dedications, a Legion member came up to me and asked me if I would like to fill out one of the applications to apply to get the honor. And so I had to do a few more requirements. Then in the following years, I filled it out, and the Legion Valley Post at 58 nominated me for the state award, and then the Department of Nebraska sent me up to the Nationals.
Wow. You must have been honored that they'd approach you initially. How did you feel?
I felt really great and really honored by just how nice and how welcoming the Legion community was.
What did you do?
Well, hold on, I'm sorry. As we look at this video right here, did you know that you were the winner at this point? Was this the announcement, or were they just recognizing you here?
At that point, we had been alerted in early May, and so this was just kind of like the official award ceremony.
Yeah, pretty special.
Where you could go and speak to all of the Legion members in attendance at the convention, and you talked to them about two of your projects.
Yep.
And we have some pictures too, but I'd like for you to explain why these memorials were important to you, that you invested such time in erecting them.
Well, so my original Eagle Scout project was the creation of the Douglas County Korean War Memorial. And what kind of influenced me to create the Korean War Memorial was first because the Korean War is known as the Forgotten War, but then also both my grandfathers were in the service during the time. And so that kind of led me to do that project. And then at the dedication of the Korean War Memorial in 2012, some of the veterans asked me if I'd be willing to do a Vietnam War Memorial the following year. And so I kind of did that later that year and did all the research and fundraising.
Bob, you got to be a proud, not only Scoutmaster, but dad as well. Yeah, what do you think about these accomplishments? And not only, you know, receiving National Eagle Scout of the Year, but the two projects that he did to get him to that point.
Yeah, I think it's been really neat just watching Ethan and then also the other people who have helped him. Because with the first project is everybody from OPPD, and it was a crew that was working on our street actually that my wife talked to. And they helped him erect the flagpole, and he got help from Valmont because one of our scout leaders worked at Valmont and so knew somebody he could ask for assistance. And it's just it's neat to see all the people pitching in and helping. And with the Vietnam War Memorial, I think what was, I guess the most striking thing for me, we were there that morning setting up for the dedication, and there was a gentleman in the cemetery, at Prospect Hill Cemetery, which is where the memorial is, who was out tending a family member grave or whatever, came over and was talking to us, looked at the stone and said, I went to high school with him. Wow. And so it made it very real and very personal.
Just had chills go through.
Oh yeah, it was just a neat experience, but also we just happened to be there at the same time he was.
If a lot of people aren't in this frame of mind, Ethan, certainly as a senior in high school, they're thinking about a lot of other things, not always service. What do you say to your peers, not just within like other Eagle Scouts, within Boy Scouts, but to your classmates about the importance of service?
Just that it's important, obviously, and that people just need to kind of look towards others for inspiration, just kind of looked to see how they can influence others. Just kind of as JFK said, you know, ask not what you can do for your country, or ask not what you can do for yourself, but what you can do for your country. So just kind of having that mentality to kind of go through, because you can make an impact on a few people if you're just kind of walking around and doing negative things, but you can impact and have a really positive impact on a lot of people if you're doing the right thing, you know.
I was in Scouts, and I take a look at your uniform, and my uniform did not look like that. It wasn't as decorated.
What a surprise.
I know. Can you show those merit badges, though? Look at all the things that you've learned and through Scouts.
It's a lot of time.
That is a lot of time, and it's not easy. This takes a lot of work. What is one of the most important things you've learned through Scouting?
I would actually say, kind of bouncing off the earlier question, I'd just say like kind of the value of selfless service and just kind of how what you do can really impact and bring joy to other people. Just through both my projects kind of enlightened that idea to me.
You are not running for office, I
No.
don't think. That's not part of the plan right now.
Not right now,
What
no.
do you want to do once you graduate and go to college?
Right now I'm looking at starting an engineering firm based on clean propulsion systems and power sources. I'm working on a rotor system right now that runs off electricity and magnets. So.
In English, what are you going to do?
Mike and I are like, that sounds
Senior in high
great.
school. That's amazing. So your plans, you're going to go to school, you're narrowing down your options for colleges right now,
You
going
like
through the whole
Tesla?
process.
Are you what is are you going to change the world with this system?
Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the goal.
That's kind of the goal.
Bob, did you understand all that?
A little bit.
Something tells me Bob is also smarter than we
I know,
are.
Bob's probably smarter than us.
This September is a big push to launch into scouting. So, Bob, listen, as a parent, you're obviously involved yourself. What do you say to our viewers who are either watching and interested in becoming a scout, or maybe it's their son or their grandson and they'd like to enroll them? How can they?
You know, well, one, I would certainly encourage them to do that. I look at all the things that Ethan's gotten to do the last 11 years that most kids have never even been exposed to doing that. Actually, it's fairly simple to join a Cub Scout pack if you've got a kid that's in grade school, because most of the grade schools either have packs, or you can actually look online. The Mid-America Council has a website. You can actually do like find a pack, find a troop, and just look up troops to see who's in your area, region of where you live. But I would certainly encourage kids at least to give it a shot.
What grade is that? Is it?
They start in first grade
Start in
with
first
Tiger
grade,
Cubs.
Thank you, Bob. It's nice to see you. And Ethan, congratulations.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Yeah.
Well done.
Great to meet you.
So cool.